Welcome back everybody, some more EU4 with me, Daniel, playing as East Frisia, although realistically it should just be Frisia, but we don't get to name names at this point. Last episode, we took the rest of Frisia, so now we have a 3-province minor rather than just one. We declared war on Munster. Unfortunately, our ally also had that idea but didn't call us in, and they're getting their backsides handed to them in a separate war by Landshut. Let's unpause. We're trying to not get our backside kicked by the same enemy, but we shall see. I also realised that I left 1,000 troops over in my borders, but I can't get them over to my stack without them getting wrecked, so... congratulations, 1,000 soldiers, you get a free holiday. I do have a lot of troops. There's 12,000 troops there. We're running with about 11,000 troops. If they all came over here, we would probably have a hard time, but luckily they've left us alone long enough to get this sieged out. Will you peace out? Oh, fantastic, you will. Wait, but you shouldn't be able to, right? You're the junior partner? Yeah, I was gonna say that was a glitch. You shouldn't be able to do that. We don't like to take advantage of glitches. Oh, why are you besieging my territory? Go for the fort! You absolute cabbage. Also, I just realised, yeah, we don't have to have you go to the port right now. But we've got no concerns in this part of the map. That's perfectly fine. We're just burning money for no reason. Now Austria hates the French. Not a huge surprise. That's pretty inevitable every game. France is really munching through a lot. They've taken all of the English land except Calais, which is really the most they ever take. And they are now mowing through Burgundy as well. So that's not fun. I still think it's better than the King of Burgundy dying and this becoming Austrian land, but it's still not good. Wow, Cologne, you're just getting wrecked everywhere you go. Well, that sucks. Rip 1,000 units that are on holiday. That's extra. Why couldn't they have spawned there where it wouldn't have mattered? They're now going to get extra separatism, and I'm going to have to go over there and deal with that in a minute. Let's get level 4 admin tech, please. Tell you what. Will you peace out with this? I think I'd rather take the 10 years than the money up front. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. I need to go deal with that stupid separatism event. So let's go get that done. We can't afford to core these 2 provinces yet because we just went up admin tech, but it's fine. I'm in no rush. That's going to be stinky, but what are you going to do? Start spying on Utrecht just so we have the option. We're probably going to have to be a little cautious because our aggressive expansion is getting into the 40s. And if we hit 50, we're a small nation. We are doomed. So we have to be patient. Speaking of which, we're going to have to wait a second here because our troops need to recover just a smidge. Go back up to speed 4, please, if you would. Yeah, their military leader is better than mine, which doesn't say a lot, but I think we'll have fractionally better overall stats. They also have too many horses. This is why I was so cautious to get another 1,000 horses, because too many horses means you get a horrible tactics penalty, which is probably the only reason why I've won at a bit of a canter. But I did lose a load of troops, and I now have no manpower, so we're going to have to sit on our butts just for a little bit. Do that. Move this stack over. Let's have a look. So we're at 90% autonomy already, so you might as well do that and that. The difference between 90 and 100% autonomy really is negligible. And if it stops them revolting, then that's what I'm going to do. And we can sit in place and drill. So yeah, so we have almost no sailors, and we have no soldiers. So, go team. But we do have another mission completed, the high income. We're not going to complete this one yet, because the cheaper construction cost will be far, far more useful later, when we can afford to get churches and workshops. For right now, we're still kind of scrimping our 2 pennies together. And we just get to play the What's Going to Happen to Cologne game, because there's no way that they're going to come out of this smelling as roses, unless Munster just gives up. What development does that province have? 13. What did we get? A 7 and a 9. Okay. Yeah, definitely lose the prestige over the stability, please. We still can't even increase our stability. We're eating up a lot of admin points. Not a huge surprise, but what you gonna do? Westphalian culture, I think, counts as German. Yeah, Germanic rather than Dutch. So if we go in, so these are all the Germanic cultures. It's probably, I don't know if it's the most provinces in the game that has a culture group, but it's still it's a very, very big number. But as we zoom in, it's kind of strange because, yeah, Frisian culture is tiny and rubbish, at least in this game. I'm not saying it's rubbish in real life, I promise. I don't know enough about it to say that. The Dutch culture group's a little bit bigger. And then you have Flemish, which is pretty small as well. Really, like, your big boys in here are your Saxons, your Austrians, your Bavarians, your Rhinish. We don't really have any of that. Lower Saxon's not terrible. We might start expanding into there, but yeah, in terms of developing into the Netherlands, these provinces aren't helpful for that. It's this wedge we need. But I'd rather have this land than somebody else have this land. So we win by getting bigger. We can seize land again. Do we want to? Probably not, because we will anger literally every faction. So let's not do that right now. I'm just going to eat the prestige. I'm sorry. I'll give you 8 gold as well. That's fine. Who do we have favors with? 15, 16... 27, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to give us any money right now because you're getting absolutely wrecked. Yeah, Cologne is having a bad time. All it had to do was invite me into the same war. That's all he had to do. But I don't know if it was pride or what, but yeah, the AI just made an absolute suicide decision. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So yeah, game plan. We're going to get a claim on Utrecht. Actually, we can do it right now because we had exactly 30 spy power. That was cool and not planned in any way. What else is in this state? Dortmund, that's not a priority because I'm not adjacent to it. Technically, we're adjacent to Gelre now as well, but they have a slightly more annoying chain of allies because they'd have somebody right on my doorstep. We do have a claim on Oldenburg, but that's not the hugest priority purely because it's in an entirely different state. I'd much rather go here, I think. Just looking at... I'm not doing it right now, we have no manpower, but... The only ally to Clavez. I said I'm not doing it, but I'm tempting myself more, but I have to wait. I do outnumber them in troops, but I have to wait because of the aggressive expansion. Towards the end of the game, when we ended up being like Italy and then the Roman Empire, didn't matter if half a dozen to a dozen nation hated us, you know, because we were just so big. Here, we would get so badly destroyed that we'd never be able to recover. Oh good, Ulrich is starting to get a little bit better. 2 points of shock early game is fine. That's probably the most common number you see for shock early game, I would say, at least from my own experience. Can Agbuddy, like, can Everhard, that's a terrible name. Everhard Michelle. If you could pass on, please, that would be great. Best thing about it, though, is that he is a bold fighter, so our land leader's shock is getting a +1. So does that mean my guy was quite literally going to be a 0-0-1-0? Oh, and he just died. You finally didn't suck, and then you died. This guy has all combat stats and no maneuver. Or siege. So he is a battleground specialist. I'm okay with that. Again, for a leader this early on, that's pretty good general, a 3-4-0-0. I mean, this 4-5-4-2 is disgusting. But as we saw, Brunswick by themselves, they never seem to do very well in any game I've actually played that is in even remotely close to Central Europe. They always run into problems. We are going to state this immediately. I know it's going to delay us getting to +1 stability, but I want to try and get some money out of this at some point. We're not going to get a lot because it's 97.4% autonomy, and we're technically losing money right now. But that will stop soon. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably... oh, I don't even have to. Hesse got rid of the open borders. Cool. Don't have to worry about it. I do have an extra diplomatic reputation slot temporarily. Do I want to use it? 36 different nations with allies now. People are starting to take notice that we exist. I highly doubt anybody in here is any importance. I mean, the Papal States is interesting. Do you want to ally the Papal States? They would not be useful in war, but it would mean we would probably get a lot more papal influence. We don't have any cardinals, which is really the problem. I don't think so. I don't think allying the Pope is what we should do. We hate France, so that's not going to happen. They did get out of their war with Burgundy, but they've eaten all of Brittany already. Wow, England absolutely hate us, so that's never going to happen. Not that it was in the game plan, but they absolutely hate us. Austria does not hate us. They won't royal marry us, though. So it's only a -11. I don't have a lot of room to improve relations, though. Can I flip my... I'm going to manage my attitude, flip it to friendly. I'm going to send a diplomat anyway to cap that out. And then I'm going to put in that we are threatened by France. And I'm tempted... Interesting, East Frisia by default in this situation quite likes Burgundy, but Burgundy hates us. So I'm also going to put threaten there too, because, I mean, we are. I love that they see the whole HRE's strategic utility, how they just want everything here. Not a huge surprise, but it's funny. I sometimes deal with this, other times not so much, but I guess we should while we're here. Like, I want this, this, and this. They are my priorities. They're still not willing to ally us, and it's the distance thing, right? So royal marriage is, as long as you're matching religion, they will if you're really close, unless they absolutely hate you. But in this case, that -9 just tips us over the scale. Oh, they're allying Danzig. Okay. Well, yeah, the Teutonic Order's just exploded. We now have an independent Danzig, which will not stay independent for very long. Usually Poland breaks its alliance with it very, very quickly and then eats it, but they're not going to do it straight away anyway. Maintain your diplomat, I think, in Austria for now. We have a new debate. What do you want? We don't need Republican tradition because we're still capped, even though we have Orangists in, and that's a -1 to Republican tradition. If you keep Orangists in charge for too long, it's very easy to flip to a monarchy by accident, so you do have to be careful. What do we want? I mean, +1 stability would be helpful. Supporting the war effort is might be what we do. Yeah, nothing else in here is really gripping me, so I'm going to take that. And it passed immediately, so that's 3 +1 stability. And people say Parliament isn't broken. Oh, we get to make the first decision again, so... about Italy in the Empire, so if we go in to make a decision for the Shadow Kingdom... most of them want to abandon Italy. Including Austria itself, potentially, I think. Yeah, the Emperor favours that option. So, interesting. They would rather cut Italy off completely. I'll just agree with them in case it helps me diplomatically. I don't think it does, but... yeah, we're at -8. They're not... yeah, they don't consider the distance too far away for the alliance, but it's the neutral attitude which is the problem. We might be able to get it there eventually, but it's gonna take a bit of work, I think. If we can make our army bigger, that will help for sure. Well, we can only bump it up by 1, but I guess we will. I guess we can keep drilling as well. We might. The more drilling we do, the more army professionalism we're gonna get early, which is definitely helpful. Oh, Cologne. What has happened here? Hang on. Oh dear. So they had to break their alliance with us, and they had to give Munster all of their contiguous land, including the province that I gave them. Oh dear, Cologne. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that frees up an alliance slot. Who wants to be an ally of mine? We don't have to keep spying on Utrecht at this point. So, who wants to ally? Papal States won't do it anymore. Not that that's what I would want, but it's interesting. Is there anybody in here that's even remotely tempting? Didn't mean to click on France there. Who do you hate? Clavez, which I don't want to ally. Brunswick, they hate Brunswick, but Brunswick are definitely not going to ally with us, and I don't think that would be a good idea. What's Denmark's shtick right now? They hate us. Do you want to support Swedish independence? Who are Denmark allied to? Riga and Stettin, they do have 18,000 troops, and it would be technically 24. That would be really funny, because then I could put claims on, like, Schleswig. Go on, then. I think this is probably suicide, but... start building a trade network, or spy network, I should say, against Denmark, please. They are not the same thing. Cranberry raspberry water. It's not as healthy as it sounds. It's not. It's the Mio mix drink stuff. I don't have like a blender and like you know, some type of tiki bar or something like that in the background. I wish. Oh my word. Pina colada will go a long way right now, let me tell you. They're allied to England. That's annoying. So Utrecht is now allied to England, which is going to really slow things down. I don't need one Republican tradition, thank you. Although it's probably for the best with the aggressive expansion we'd probably run into otherwise. How do we have good relations? Is minus 197 a good relation? Okie dokie. But, no, I'm not actually going to attack them right now. I'm just wondering if I should put spying into Gelra as well. We can get a government reform, so let's see what we've got for frequency of elections. So, I don't know how this is going to interact with the fact we're a Dutch Republic. Okay, so that forces... Hang on. Yeah, I was going to say, that's mutually exclusive with the Dutch Republic, so we can't force re-election. We can't re-elect, so that is mostly pointless. This is also mostly pointless. All of these options suck for the Dutch Republic. Because, yeah, we can't pick this either. Although it's weird, I've never understood why Sortition randomly makes your monarch live longer, but I guess it's a balance thing. So we'd pretty much have to pick devotion to the people, which... I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not very exciting, is it? Okay, that's fine. It's not exactly the sexy choice, but what are you going to do? Italy was told to bugger off from the Empire, which is pretty much what always happens. As we saw. So now... Why does Austria have a province down there? Why does Austria own Cuneo? That's so random. How? How did that happen? It's fine. It's fine. Being allied to England is really annoying. Not because they're super strong, and they would take forever to get their troops over here, but it's just the fact that I know if I get involved in that the AI is going to get so distracted on my end that they're not going to be able to help me in any way. I mean, we could absolutely curb stomp Clavers, like, immediately. I did not mean to click that button. Yeah, we'd be outnumbered really aggressively, so we're not going to do that. At least not now. Maybe now's the time for Oldenburg. We are starting to get some troops back. That would drag Gelra in. But if I don't really want to take this province without taking it overstitched first, because then trying to keep it from revolting is going to be really annoying because we couldn't grab Munster. No, I think, honestly, the best idea is to sit on our hands right now. Which I am obviously great at. Oh, the Iberian wedding went the way it usually goes, I think. It did not do that in the previous game. I think. I don't remember. It's meant to happen. It happens like 90% of the time. There's the dog, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, is real excited about the decision that Spain made, or Castile made, to try and form Spain. Beautiful day outside today. Really nice. It's been a nice all week. Mid-teens Celsius. Dry. It's the time of year where you don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes. That will come soon. But, yeah. Yeah. Good times. Election in the Republic. Oh no. Speaking of, well, I was going to say, it's not good for him. He's not ever, well, I guess rigor mortis. Ever hard is still hard, I guess. Forces us to hold a premature election. Both have put forward a candidate. So this... Oh my god, they're both terrible. Holy moly. Joseph Van Orange is a 100. What the No! The 032's bad enough. What happened? That's how are we worse than if we were in a regular republic with both leaders? That is wild. 032. I mean, at least he's a bold fighter, but jeez Louise, that's terrible. But yes, that's meant to be the advantage of going Dutch Republic. You get a choice of 2 leaders, and you hope one of them doesn't suck. What do you mean, no consensus? Get out of the way. How are we losing money again? Like, where's all the money going? Army maintenance, most of it. Why are we not making any money? Yeah, support the Renaissance. I don't want to have to do this yet, but I guess we probably should because it makes things cheaper to build, but I'm not rushing to get a tech, so I guess we'll wait. We need, like, Muscovy or Poland to support this independence of Sweden. An independent Sweden would genuinely be very useful for me. Because then I could go after Denmark with some level of security. Oh, the complaints about bailiff. A fantastic event if you're a republic. So we want to debase our currency. And then execute the bailiff. Thank you. That was just free money for doing nothing. We're still losing money, though. How are we losing so much money? At least we're gaining more sailors than we were losing now. I guess we need some more ships. So get up to 12, so up to our naval force limit. And then, depending... What are we the furthest behind on technologically? Admins, we don't want to do that. I'm wondering if we want to... Well, people are already at level 5 techs. So I probably shouldn't do this. Maybe I can do it with diplomacy. How much diplomacy am I making a turn now? Oh, goodness me, it's only 6. Well, we're going to have to do it anyway. We'll probably want to develop some diplo. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. I know we could have got it slightly cheaper in the institution, but this will also speed up getting the institution, so I think that's the right way to go about this. Try and make some more money. We're still losing money, but we're only losing a smidge. And we're going to wait to get level 5 military tech, because we don't need to do it yet. Baden's being protected by the Palatinate. That's fine. How is the Holy Roman Empire doing anyway? It's not making a huge amount. I don't feel like this is going to be a strong HRE game. Just looking at the start. Also, Milan is now getting beaten up by France as well. Yeah, so France has attacked Provence. Milan, Lorraine, both came to defend it, and are just getting absolutely wrecked. Oh dear. We're going to have a big France to contend with. This is terrible news. You don't want big France. Not when you're trying to play a game as, you know, something that might aspire to be the Dutch. Big France is terrible. Because, I mean, the plan would be if you can form the Netherlands, you might eventually start even to get a colonial nation or two, but if France starts wrecking everybody's stuff, that's easier said than done. I don't know if we can... we should be able to claim up here too, I think. Yeah, we can once we get to 25 points. Can't claim a huge amount of the Danish provinces, but it's nice to have a couple in case the Independence War happens to trigger. Okay, what's our aggressive expansion look like now? We're back in the 20s. Okay, then this is fine. So game plan, we still can't go after Utrecht. Oh, wait a minute. England's in debt, and they will not defend them. I have to wait until I've got at least one tick of morale, but this is definitely the right thing to do. This is our moment. Celine Dion or whoever it was who sang that. I don't know songs. We're going to take over stats. We are going to bravely run away across to our capital, because then they'll get a crossing penalty maybe if they attack us. Probably not, because we have no maneuver at all, but we'll see. Okay, 2 points of morale is probably enough, because we outnumber them so much. Especially if they want to go and take on our side. That's fine. How many troops, how many ships do you have? 12? Everybody go over there so we can help with the siege, and we'll tidy this up afterwards. We'll unmothball you just in case we need you. No, don't go to port during war yet. Tech trade, English Channel, but you won't do it right now. Okay, fine. I was going to say, we'll just do that afterwards. We should go over... yeah, because it's not a river penalty if we go this way. I had to think about that for a second. We did talk about that, and that's a stat wipe. I think that's the first stat wipe we have had of the game. Yay! We can't get over there. Will Gelra let us through? I'm sure the answer's no. Oh, wait, they will? Oh, because they absolutely hate both of us. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they absolutely hate us, but they hate Utrecht just as much. That's funny. And very convenient. Berg's planning on attacking Clavez, so if somebody can sit in there and siege it. In fact, I'm even going to say don't attach to me. I want the war score. What are you doing? Go sit on Clavez. No? Okay. Fine. It just means we're not going to get the war score from sitting on them. Annoying, but not that bad. Yeah, Munster's going to do it instead. Oh well. Told you AI is going to AI. Yeah, take the prestige hit for now because we can get some from the peace treaty. We don't have any bonus that keeps our prestige up at this point either, so it is what it is. We do have power projection, but not a lot of it. But that's about it in terms of benefit. Oh, look at this cloth. It's still the cloth. Go cloth! He's doing it some more. It's like watching a small duck at a pond. Paper price has gone up. Not relevant to us at all. Okay, Siege of Utrecht is done. I'm guessing this is being sat on by Munster. Yes, it is, so we can get out of the way. No, I don't want to use transport. Oh, no! Oh, that is so gross. Yeah, Gel's decided now you can't have open borders. And I can't get out. Thanks, guys. Well, I guess we're going to go sit over here then until the war ends. So we don't get attritioned. Did we get free ships off that? Cool. We'll take that all day long. We don't need to unmothball these transports, that's fine. Because, yeah, what we'll do at the end of the war, we'll get black flagged and we'll just wander over here instead. We'll just make sure not to step foot in Utrecht, because then we'll unblack flag and it'll be a pain to move back. Why are we losing so much money now? What is going on? Fort maintenance is 1. We're just not making a lot of money generally. It's not our expenses are super high. We're just not making much scratch. Well, I guess we'll be taking money in the end of the war then. I guess we can probably do it now. Why are we even sitting here? Because we're not going to get anything out of Clavez. So, theoretically, if I ate both, it's a little bit dangerous because a few nations would be able to join a coalition. Not that they would do it right now anyway. So I guess we are going to have to sit on our butts and wait. We don't have to have our troops with any morale, though, right now. Because there's nobody to battle. There are no troops. And there never will be. At least that'll stop us hemorrhaging the cash. I know we're in a war, so they won't. But after the war, Austria might ally us. That would be cool. Okay, finally they're in unconditional surrender territory. Took them long enough. Take all the cash. Not that we'll get all of it, but we'll get just under half. I think this is fine. A very small number of nations can join a coalition against us. I mean, Munster can't because they're in a war right now. Aachen and Clavers are literally at -50, so they can leave almost straight away. I think that's fine. And then we have to explicitly make sure to go this way around so we don't end up losing our black flag. Coral. We have expanded. Do we want to do that right now? Gains a claim on every neighbouring province. We literally have, like, 4 in total if it counts C-Zone, but it might only count Oldenburg, so... I'm actually very curious what happens here for a claim. Oh, it does do all the adjacent ones. That's... Okay, it's actually territory from the... not just the capital. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. That must be a fairly recent change, because I don't recall that being the last time I completed that mission. I'm all for it, though. Thematically, it feels like it makes more sense. 30,000 troops here? What on earth is going on? Oh, because there are 3 nations at war with them. So they've all just decided to sit there and attrition each other. That's hilarious. And unbelievably stupid, but... what are you going to do? I can't believe we got this province. Extra cool because it's a level 2 fort. I don't think we're going to know how to afford it, but... we still make money if we don't have our army up. Just. No, I can't do that because I need the tax money, but I'll take the stability for free. Stability will definitely make us earn some more money. Awesome! So, I'm going to put a break in this episode now. We have expanded again. We have to be really careful because we're right on the aggressive expansion threshold with a few nations. So, we will do a bit of rebuild, reconsolidate next time around. Hopefully you'll stick around to watch it. And hopefully you'll give the video the old like and subscribe if you want to see some more. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.